Wide awake, smiling still in my bed. The running scenes of last night through my head. I found myself in your home, said hello, put my name in your phone. I lost my friends.
寝た。
I've longed for this place, longed for this place for so long. Now I lay me down, I lay me down and be
人数2人の50番。ここで食べるべきは天津この辺かうまいエビのチョーフンかこれ肉のチョーフンかバーベキュー豚米のロールみたいな。
でも日本語読むより韓国語読む方が、
日本語わからんもんな感じこれはだからまあエビが入ったチョーフンね。どっちがいいかな。肉の方がいいかな。エビ食べるし。
そうやな。こっちにはあれあるで
噂のチョーフンライスロールってこんな味やろ。
そんなとある
これが果たしてどんな味か。
年やろ。
Got me upside down, spinning around you. I wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Losing all my focus, I can't even control it. You know your lips are golden, baby, get me high. Touching me like lightning, keeping it exciting. You know exactly what to do to blow my mind. You're from another planet. I've never felt like this. I don't know how I ever survived without it. I'm starry-eyed, got me upside down, spinning around you. I wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. This bed is a
やばい、めちゃくちゃ並んでる。
painting constellations.
うわうわ。
Cover me in glitter till I'm shining bright.
これはすごいな。
Never wanna leave the sky. The way you made me feel alive. I was in the dark and baby you're the light. You're from another planet. I've never felt like this. I don't know how I ever survived without it. I'm starry-eyed, got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Couldn't fight if I wanted. Flying to places that I never thought I could go. You're a meteor shower, falling down all over me, yeah, you're making me glow. Couldn't fight if I wanted. Flying to places that I never thought I could go. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. I wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Tell me something, it might just take the pain away.
30分後マカオのフェリー乗ります。
See, I've been thinking a million things I wanna say. Now I'm looking in your eyes, but I'm wandering to your lips. See, I'm trying to keep it cool while I'm hovering for the kiss. 'Cause I've been needing you like old-fashioned orange slice, sweet like daiquiri with strawberry crushed ice. Know you like a margarita with the hot spice. Love the taste of paradise. No, it's never been the right time. Like we're holding back the storyline. And I'm waiting at the end of the night, thinking of you. Taking number from a friend, but I never go.
Thank you.
Start your writing at the end, didn't sleep at all. And every time I go out, I'm looking around to see you there. My heart skips beating.
昨日なんてさ、なんかクッキーやったやん、生地。これタルトやからさ。
ああ、そっか、違うんだ。
Strawberry crushed ice.
到达室外观光廊。You are now arriving at the out.
すごい、こんな感じ。
わーすごい。
ここがバンジー受付みたいな。
また音楽が陽気やわスカイツリーもこんな感じになってる。
どうやって回収されるのかな。マジで。やばすぎる。
どうなったんやろ。
やばすぎる。
大丈夫かな。ガンガンある。
すごっ。
カジノやってきました。イエーイ。
イエーイ。
2人でまあ弱気なんやけど2万下ろしてしっかり2万すりました。途中までね私がいい感じやったけどそこでやっぱりやめに行ってもうちょっと遊ばなそうやってなって遊んですりました。
しゃあないな。
まあまあ1人1万円のお遊びそんなもん
経験代として。
この夜景代ね楽しかったです。また来ます。 肉。
Here we go again. You think by now I know better. Locked in my head, romanticizing forever. Last love I found, knees met the ground and all my roses died. Swore I was through, but looking at you, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it. Diving in first into all of it. Oh, what a rush, looking into your eyes, playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? My God, don't we look good together? I should be running away, but so what, whatever. Oh, last love I found, knees met the ground and all my roses died. Swore I was through, but looking at you, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it. Diving at first into all of it. Oh, what a rush, looking into your eyes, playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? You're a bad idea. Oh, but every time I see you, all reason and logic cut their losses. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it.
エレベーター
Diving at first into all of it. Oh, what a rush, looking into your eyes, playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine?
サイスインお斉藤匠
my restaurant, this one.
ああ。たくん来た。それで去ってた。
斉藤匠を紹介したって